You know what's really expensive? Diabetes. And when you have diabetes, you're gonna have to inject yourself, you're gonna have to get that insulin shot, all that stuff, all the medication, you're gonna have to go to the hospital, get doctor visits. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can probably save money by getting your insulin shots from Mexico, but then you're gonna have to drive all the way to Mexico, gas is expensive, and I know you're probably gonna end up drinking Coronas and eat tacos, and you don't even know what type of meat they put in those tacos. So is healthy food really expensive? No, it just means, look, usually if you say something is expensive, it means you cannot afford it, but that's a little bit too harsh, because really what it is, if you're saying that healthy food is expensive, it's just an excuse that you are using to not want to change your current state. Now I know, I get it. If right now you love eating cupcakes and you love eating donuts, you're not I always say, you're such a good person, but you're not a bad person if you eat cupcakes or donuts. You're not a bad person if you love pizza, if you love beer. Of course you love that. Of course you love that. But here's what you need to remember. It's calories is the most important thing, and you gotta hit your protein, and if you just do that, technically, you can eat/drink whatever you want. However, when it comes to foods, some foods are so cheap because they are very processed and they just lack any nutritional value. They're so nutrient deficient. So here's my formula for success, just being lean where you can literally just scratch your nose like this. Make it not obvious that you're trying to show off your stomach to everybody, and you can do that anywhere, any time of the day. If you want to be that lean, then here's how you do it. You first off know how many calories you need to eat. That's really step number one. Then step number two, you eat that many calories. And like step number one and step number two, most people don't do that. But here's the deal. Step number three is you can fill those calories up with whatever food you want, right? And then make sure there's enough protein. And basically, if you just have every meal have protein, then you're good to go. But the problem is, if you want to stay lean, you're rarely going to have a day where you can just really just eat as much as you want. See, there's a difference between eating whatever you want versus eating as much as you want. And that's a big distinction to make right there. Are you eating whatever you want? That's fine. Hit your calories and your protein, and you'll be in six-pack city, literally. But if you're not watching the quantity, that's the real key right there. See, for me, for instance, I love putting ice cream in my cottage cheese. But as you know, adding ice cream into cottage cheese, you're at 500 calories in no time. And sometimes I will still have all my meals, and at night, 7 p.m., I'm already done eating. I still feel like, I could have another one. I could have another serving. That doesn't mean that you should go have another serving. And that is where the discipline comes in. Now, why am I saying all this? Because if you eat like that, then you can have your meals be so healthy and expensive, but because you're not eating as much, you're still saving money compared to going to, with all due respect, stupid restaurant, with all just the big chain restaurants where they try to get you a heart attack with their appetizers. Tortilla chips, little triangles of muerte, death, and they go really stingy on the protein. They try to overload you with carbs because that's the cheapest one. Anyway, look, that's the secret to seeing food as not being expensive and seeing food as, wow, this is actually worth it, because then this is gonna fuel me, it's gonna make me feel better, and it's gonna get me lean. It's a win-win-win-win-win-win-win.